Oh. Okay. It's Ringside Report MMA, I guess. No countdown. It's okay. We're ready to go. Why count it down when we are ready to start the show? Right? Forget a countdown. Conor McGregor for president. Israel Adesanya in a road rage incident. And UFC Burns versus Brady in Vegas. It's Ringside Report MMA. Screw the countdown. Didn't I say screw the countdown? What are we doing? Are we doing a countdown? Start the show! Oh, what is this countdown? No countdown. Can we start the show? I'm starting the show.
Let's go!
Ba 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 ba. What happened?
Right out of a cannon, man.
We did that on purpose.
You got shot out of a cannon.
We did all that on
Thank God
purpose.
you weren't saying anything.
Yeah.
Lucky I didn't say anything controversial. Or you. That was a good thing. Damn. What happened with the production team? Tried to put us under the bus, man.
I don't know what happened there, but hey, we're ready to roll with the punches. It's okay. Things happen.
Israel Adesanya style.
Yes, indeed. We are live. It's Ringside Report MMA. Israel Adesanya got into a road rage incident. We're going to talk about it. We're going to preview the UFC Brady versus Burns. Gilbert Burns fighting on Saturday night, AJ.
Burnsy.
How about it?
It's about
the
time.
undercard is
it's all right. It's an okay card.
There's some fights that are okay,
No?
but it's not the best. It's not the best.
Well, Gilbert Burns is there. You know.
That is correct. You're not wrong about that, AJ. And that's why you're here. Freddie is not here. He's also usually correct about everything, but he had to deal with some stuff, so he'll be back next week with us. AJ and I gonna lead you through the week in mixed martial arts, as we do every Thursday night here on the Ringside Report Network. We'll give you some picks. We had no UFC card last weekend. It was kind of weird. This weekend we've got one again. Next weekend we've got UFC 306 at the Sphere. Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. I sent you the picture in our group chat, AJ. Merab looks like he has staph infection. Yeah. Recent picture. Big hole in his arm. Doesn't look good. He had that cut in his eye that required stitches a couple of weeks ago that he showed on his Instagram. Now he shows a picture of himself where it looks like he has staph. Merab is coming into this fight, from appearances, pretty banged up. But, we'll have to wait and see what happens on Fight Night. AJ, we're, 8 days away from this fight? 9 days away from this fight?
Close, man. And that stuff looked big.
What's your read? Who are you picking right now, O'Malley or Merab? I feel like we haven't really talked much about this fight. It's a big one coming up at bantamweight. I mean, we talked about O'Malley and his drawing power last week. I don't know what Merab's drawing power is or will be in the future if he does become UFC champion. It's a tough fight, but right now I'm leaning towards O'Malley. When the fight was announced, I think I was thinking more Merab. But as we get closer to the date, maybe it's the stuff I'm seeing from Merab himself. Maybe it's the stuff I'm seeing from O'Malley and just the way he's carrying himself leading into the fight. O'Malley's been very impressive, keeps getting better as a champion. Every fight that he steps into, he seems to improve leaps and bounds from the last time we've seen him in the octagon. That's something to consider.
Weird.
It's a very interesting fight, but I'm leaning towards Sean O'Malley right now. What is your feel? And before you have to give your answer, AJ, I'll help you out. I tried to help you out, actually. I wanted to give you the betting odds, but they won't help because it's a dead heat pick'em right now. -110 on either side at bet99.com. It is a pick'em fight. We don't have a favorite in this one. I'm leaning towards Sean O'Malley, the champion, to retain.
Look, you know what? Usually when somebody has like some kind of illness or injury, I mean, the odds should sway like, against that person. Obviously, looking even, it just goes to show you how tough Merab is. He's a beast. But you know what? The last time I went against Staff, I believe it was against Islam. Remember when Islam had some Staff and I'm like, ooh, that doesn't look good. And you remember that whole scenario?
Yes.
And I'm like, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But his Staff for Islam wasn't as bad as what I'm seeing on Merab. Merab's hole there looks pretty nasty. And that was how many days ago, Dave?
As they say, AJ, a hole is a hole. I don't know, brother.
But a bing, but a bang. Listen,
how can you judge Staff by the hole? I mean, how can you judge the infection by the hole?
Because it looks. Let's see the.
Uh-oh, I cut you off. The show doesn't want to hear AJ anymore. I'm bringing you back.
Staff took me out.
The production was like, there's too much AJ on this show, but it's okay. You're back.
Let's get rid of him. Nothing new. I'm used to it. But listen, that was what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, that pick?
Yeah.
So that means he's on antibiotics again. It takes about a good 10 to 12 days to start, like, working on that very dangerous virus, which has, unfortunately, not long ago, we always make fun of Staff, but, a couple of months ago, about 2 months ago, an 18-year-old jiu-jitsu kid, as I mentioned on our show, passed away from Staff. It's a serious thing. I've had it, and let me tell you, man, I've never experienced anything like that. But I can tell you, he's in the point where he's still getting, antibiotics and whatnot. Does that make a difference in your training regimen? Yeah. I mean, you could talk to a lot of people that are in the sports science, and they can say, yeah, for sure it's going to affect you. And I believe it will affect him because it looked pretty big. Again, the eye cut is not good. Why? Because once he goes up against Sean, he's going right for that cut. He's going to open up that boy like there's like a can of tomatoes, and that's what I'm worried about. I think Sean O'Malley has like the striking power and he's very, very calm as a fighter. I just think that Merab, with the issues that he's having right now, I think it'll make a difference. I went against Islam and I lost with that, but I think Staff is going to win this time, or lose in his case.
Okay, so you're going, all that Staff talk, you're going with Sean O'Malley, I think?
Yeah, man. And I kept it short. We don't have Freddie. We got to carry the show for at least like 45 minutes.
I think we're good.
Or an hour.
We'll be all right.
We're good. Okay, show's
We've done
over.
It before.
Take care, guys. See you next week.
Yeah? Really? No. Yeah, okay, so we're both leaning towards Sean O'Malley right now. Yeah. I see Angelo Contagonis watching us on Twitch. Shout out to Angelo. Johnny North is in the chat. He says, don't forget to mention Clay Holmes close to making history. Yeah, it's like the worst closer in the history of the majors, more blown saves than anybody. He's blown 11 games for the Yankees, blew another one a couple nights ago. They got blown out by the Rangers last night. Bad series for the Yankees, losing 2 out of 3 with the Texas Rangers, knocked them out of first place. I'm well aware of how bad Clay Holmes is playing, John. I don't need you to come in reminding me, although I know you like to do it because you like to poke the bear, which is just rude. But, yeah, I'm mad at Clay Holmes. And honestly,
better than poking Staff.
If he's put in another position, in another one-run game, because at this point, every time I see him come in and we have a one-run lead in the 9th, I go, he's blowing it. I know he's going to blow it. I knew he was going to blow it the other night. It's what he does.
That's what she says.
He stinks. He's not a good closer. The Yankees need a different option. And if Aaron Boone puts him in another game in the 9th inning, if with a 2-run lead or less, Aaron Boone should be fired on the spot. On the spot. If Clay Holmes is tossed into another one of those positions, given what he's done all season, losing games single-handedly. What do you mean, Boone? What are you talking about? The guy has blown games. 11 blown saves. It's pathetic. He's not a closer. We need somebody else. Clark Schmidt is going to come back into the rotation. I think Luis Hill might be an interesting option to move to the bullpen. Maybe as a new closer, he throws some crazy heat. Maybe we could transition Luis Hill into the closer down the stretch into the playoffs. I'm not really sure what the options are, but it's looking pretty bad for the Yankees if they don't have a closer going into October. So
This is it, man. The heat is on.
Oh, the heat is big time on. It's September, and the Yankees are just looking bad in many ways. There's a lot of holes in the team.
Didn't they say that way back? I called it. I told you, man. September.
Well, they've had stretches of greatness and stretches of bad. They haven't been great for a while. They haven't been really great since, like, May or June. Like, May and June, they were pretty good. But even June, they kind of started to fall apart. April and May, they were really great. In June, it kind of had, stretches. July kind of stretches. August, just kind of here and there. Playing pretty good, but the games are winning. It's like, all right, what's really happening here? Yeah, I know they lost a division lead too, John. I know they lost a division lead to the Orioles. But the Yankees, I think, will still make the playoffs, and we know anything is possible. And the Yankees may still take the division back from the Orioles. They lost a division lead by, what, a game? They could get it back easily in the next couple of days. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, Clay Holmes is a real problem, and it just kind of all came to a head the other night where everybody that's a Yankee fan goes, okay, it's enough. It's enough. We got to make a change here.
Talk about changes. I'm a little shocked. I can't believe Angelo is on Twitch. I didn't know he was a big gamer. I'm shocked. Like, when you said Angelo on Twitch, I'm like, who, his twin brother? Jesus, Angelo's getting really modern now.
Angelo's always been modern. It's you who's not modern enough to recognize who is modern. You see? You're stuck in the past, AJ, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I am, bud. Check it out. Talk about the past.
Yeah.
Still alive and kicking, man.
I see they built this giant new mall in Montreal, and it opened.
Did you see that?
Yeah, but
still
to
not
me,
ready.
Like, I don't know.
Not ready.
Malls
50% open. Better than nothing.
Are we still building malls?
It's supposed to be the biggest mall in Canada. Yeah, man. It's not just a mall. It's a city. It's going to be the biggest mall in Canada.
Seems unnecessary.
We're going to get an aquarium. We're getting an aquarium, bud. You could bring your kid to see, like,
Is there going to be sharks?
And turtles and maybe. I would imagine. Let's hope
there's
it's
no
not
aquarium
like
now?
Biggest aquarium in the world, and it's all goldfish. There's an aquarium.
There's nothing now? Is it there now?
Nah, it's not ready. They just announced yesterday that it won't be ready till 2026. So.
Oh, nice.
The mall
Good job.
is there.
So they just got, like, stores. But I shop online. I don't go to stores. Stores are annoying.
Stores, dudes.
They don't have as much stuff as they have online. Like, shopping online is way better than shopping in a store.
No, not really, dude. You want to put on those, like,
AJ,
Levi's,
you're living again. See, you're stuck in the past. You're living in another another century.
I'm sure most people agree with me, dude.
You've never bought anything from Amazon or anything, man. You don't shop online ever. You don't know how to do it. You asked me to do it for you. That's a fact, AJ. Yeah. Don't lie to me. This mall is for you.
I just said it.
Man. Malls are for you.
But I like to try. Yeah, malls are for me. But listen, don't you want to try them on?
Like, that's the thing. Like, I go, who's still doing this?
Steel are looking good,
What?
Come on, man. If you get something online, like, you put it on, and all of a sudden, made in China, you put one leg in and it rips. I listen. I've seen that with other people.
Well, you don't know how to shop online.
I got this on Amazon.
You don't do it right.
I don't know, man. I haven't.
You're not doing it right
so far.
I can help you.
All of a sudden, you asked for a large shirt, and I seen somebody who got it large. It was like large for like the dwarfs on the Wizard of Oz. Come on, man.
Dog, what are you talking about? Your idea of shopping online is so skewed from, like, you're confused from what the reality is. Everything I buy, I get online. Everything.
Talking to the ladies and saying, listen, what do you think? Do you think this looks good on me?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Antoinette in the chat says, Antoinette in the chat says, who shops at malls anymore? I shop online for everything. And she says, my clothes have all been fine. Exactly. I'm waiting on an order from Adidas right now for some new stuff, AJ. What?
Well, Antoinette,
Get
what?
it together,
I
bro.
can't shop online, dude. I can't do it.
I know you don't know how.
Well, that's the first part. The second
I
part
can
is I
help
like to
you.
try it on because I
What
swear
I'm
to God,
saying
if I
is-
get like a pair of pants or a T-shirt and
Okay.
it's like it doesn't look good, I'm gonna go
understand.
wild. I'm gonna do the old
You're gonna go
Hulk
wild.
Hogan rip, man. I just go wild. I can't.
You're
take
not
it. I would go
wearing any
nuts.
kind of tailored suits over here, bro. You can get T-shirts and goddamn tracksuits online easily, and the selection
tracksuits,
is
don't fool
much
around with
better.
Tracksuits, bud. Whoa there. Tracksuit. Now you're getting into like danger territory. When I go to a store and I put on tracksuits, I'm telling you, it's gotta be like I gotta look at myself from all different angles. I gotta take pictures. I gotta make sure the clerk is like, yeah, that looks good. Are you sure? Okay, let me try that one, and we're gonna compare. No. Are you talking tracksuits with an Italian? Are you crazy? No way,
Well,
man.
you've seen my tracksuit game. It is top notch. It is high level. My tracksuit game is higher level than yours.
It is actually, but I got some nice ones too.
Oh,
Mine are the
whoa!
Italian
That's
special.
a big. Whoa! That's big.
Whoa!
You just said how important tracksuits are for Italian guys, and then I just got you, an Italian guy, to admit that my tracksuit game, a fresh guy, much better, much nicer than yours, AJ. And guess what?
Well, it's
what?
Pretty impressive.
All online, dude. Everything I get online. I know what my size is. I just order what my size is, and I wear it when it shows up in the mail. What are you saying?
Antoinette. Yeah, no joke, Antoinette. Dave buys me the stuff online. It's not a joke. It's real.
You know what? If you want to buy some new stuff, AJ, I can show you how to do it. Jeez,
no, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to get into that world. I don't want to take away a job from a clerk, man. I want to go in there. I'm telling you, when that mall opens up, I'm walking in there like, like Al Pacino, man.
Yeah,
in Scent of a Woman. I'm going to walk in there. I'll be like, hoo-ah, I'm here. Let's go.
Cool.
But the stores that they
talking
have
to the
right
mic
now are not
talking
that
to
great.
the mic.
I just did, man.
I don't know.
Did you hear my hoo-ha thing?
You're kind of all over the place.
Hoo-ah.
Anyways,
Listen,
AJ,
Antoinette,
I just think it's
I
really
thought you were in
funny.
Montreal.
It's really funny that you're still not buying anything on the internet. Because, everybody does it. Everybody does it. It's astonishing to me that you've never,
it's
you
hard.
still have
even
never
this nice
made
Guns
an
N'
online
Roses
purchase,
T-shirt
right?
bought.
Huh?
I mean, I'm sure
Are you
one day.
listening or?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean,
I don't
one
understand. I say words and sometimes you don't
one
respond.
day I will.
I don't understand if it's because you can't hear me or you're just not listening.
Oh, I hear you. No, I hear you. I'm just trying to think if I ever did a purchase. Obviously, I didn't. But the intentions were there a few times.
Amazing.
But I'll tell you this: one day I might. One day I might. We should do a live show on that. But I swear, if something comes
we
in,
do
like
a live
sizes
show
smaller,
on
man,
AJ shopping online for what? Tracksuits? Let's buy AJ a new tracksuit. What's AJ? Size
actually,
medium.
It's not a bad idea.
AJ thinks he's size medium. He's actually large.
The abs of steel, man. Became a 1-pack.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? What was that? Did something drop?
One ab. I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard like a thump on the mic there. I'm not sure if.
Maybe you need to get your mouth closer to the mic.
Oh, production is sending me a message.
Yeah.
Your mouth
needs to be pointed to the mic. Pointed to the mic.
Look, wait. B-E.
It's very clear.
Pointed to the what the hell's thu? The thaw has to be pointed to the thaw mic. Okay. How's that?
Better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Here, let me just shift this mic a little bit.
Can we get to some other things that we have to get to while we stop talking about AJ's shopping habits? I don't know why I brought that up. That's my fault.
Look, everybody's talking
I shouldn't
about
have derailed
on,
AJ. What?
Everybody's talking about shopping on our stream here. That's great.
There you go.
Antoinette is an XS.
Oh, yeah, that's true, AJ. You're getting another year older soon. It's your birthday soon, so you need a new tracksuit, bro.
Nah. Well, I do, actually. I like to get, like, the Soprano special.
I got you.
Really?
Maybe.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Are you size medium though? I don't think so.
I'm size. I've cut a bit of weight, man.
For the
I'm doing the
jacket
Freddy
too,
cut.
though, maybe for the pants I could buy, but for the jacket, I don't know. The pants stretch, so I could feel that. But the jacket, I don't know if it's. You're gonna be like a little sausage. I think a large jacket and medium pants maybe for you.
Yeah, that'd be too funny, dude. It'd be like a bowling pin. What are you talking about?
What?
Or a
All right,
reverse
forget
bowling
it.
pin.
I'm not getting you shit. You suck. Okay.
All to say is, what were we talking about before?
All
We're
to
talking about
say is,
Israel. We're talking about.
all to say is what? Did you have anything after that, or it was just
Not really. I was just trying to
mindless nonsense?
like carry on for where we left off, man.
Cool.
The
So
whole
Israel
Israel thing. Let's get back
Adesanya
to
got into
Israel.
a road rage incident, and I could show you the video.
Really?
see
There's
the
a
video?
video.
There's a video.
Yeah, damn right.
There's a video of it. Somebody shot it. I don't know who. And there is audio.
Wow, this is gonna be nuts.
So there he is. There's Adesanya. You can see him. Oop.
Is that a Corvette? Look how big he is, Israel. Oh no, that's not a Corvette. Get out of here. Is that guy trying to pump?
Whoa.
Whoa, easy, dude.
You can hear him
They're
too.
wearing Crocs. You need subtitles.
Whoa. And then the person drives away. Why did the
Are you
person
stupid?
drive
That's
away?
Israel.
When Israel spits
Why?
on this guy, and then he drives away. Why would you stop the video at the best part? Seems fake.
No, I don't think it's fake, dude. Look, there's a guy
That's
taping on the other
Adesanya
side.
for
We need
sure.
to get that guy's tape. 100%. Oh, look at the stance he's in, man. He's ready to drop kick him, man. Rule number 1, never stay on a slanted slope if you want to fight it. A guy's in like a karate stance. Dude, you're flexing, and he's showing his balls? Is he actually showing his balls?
He's smiling though, Adesanya.
He's laughing because he knows the guy's fucked. Oh, he did spin. Oh, yeah,
There's
and he went
people
towards
watching
him,
there
man.
too.
That's when you
What
keep
is going
it
on? Is that real? Is that real, or are they filming
That's real,
something?
dude.
What's
That
going
looks
on
real,
there?
man.
I don't know.
No, that's real, dude. There was 2 other like cameras going on at the same time. We need to get those guys.
Yeah, they were right there, just filming the whole thing.
Yeah, they had their cameras out, man. They're filming. I mean, the guy comes out and he's flexing his muscles, and then he's like grabbing his nuts and like saying whatever to Israel. And apparently, I thought I heard like a pretty nasty word in there. You know, I could be wrong, but
Adesanya is
nuts.
saying that the guy called him the N-word.
that's what I thought I heard, dude.
I didn't hear that.
I thought I heard that. Israel
Oh my
should have
God.
drop kicked them there.
Apparently, it never got physical, and they just went their separate ways,
That guy's lucky, man.
according to TMZ. That's what Adesanya has said
Yeah,
to them.
TMZ.
Yeah, that guy
Oh,
should not be flexing on
dang.
Adesanya. I mean, come on. Take it easy,
Look,
guys.
actually, when you look at it on legal grounds, I mean, if Israel like spat on him, that's considered assault.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Well, maybe
you know
not
what
in
I'm
New
saying? Like,
Zealand.
maybe not in New Zealand, but like here in pretty much North America, like, you know, it is considered like assault. So, I mean, you got to be careful, right? I mean, the guy was flexing. He was like being a ham. You know, he's wearing his Crocs. I mean, and the worst part is that you got Israel Adesanya like on top of you, and you're on a slope. I mean, obviously the guy doesn't know nothing about like martial arts defense, but I mean, you know, it seems real to me, dude. I like
Yeah,
to
maybe.
just get another
Probably.
camera angle.
It's probably real.
But
It
you know
was,
what? But Israel's smart. He
yeah.
just, if he didn't fight, I mean, he doesn't need to fight unless the guy actually takes hold of him, you know? But he looked pretty cool, except for the spitting part. Maybe he had something in his tooth or something. I don't know. But, you know, it's risque.
It's a risky move for Adesanya, but I think probably it'll just be nothing, you know? Just an interesting video. Part of his
Well,
history.
we don't know. We saw him walking towards him, dude. You know what I mean? The video cuts and you see Israel like beeline for him, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wild.
let's see if there's any other footage. This is the first time I've seen it, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you didn't know about it, right? I told you about it just
I
before we
heard-
started the
yeah.
show. You just learned
That's
about
right,
it like
but I didn't-
30 minutes ago.
Yeah, and this happened in New Zealand. I mean, maybe the guy's a rugby player,
don't
but
know.
good luck to him, man.
Antoinette gifting a membership to
What?
Stephen
Antoinette?
Leiden. Thank you to Antoinette
Biden?
and all our.
Even Biden.
There you go. Not Biden, Leiden. And thank you to Stephen for joining. Thank you to
Yeah, that too.
Antoinette for gifting yet another membership over at join.ringsidereport.net. Seeing Antoinette, CSL Lauren. Of course, I saw Angelo. He's a member of the YouTube team.
The
He
Twitch,
is
okay.
watching us as well. He's on Twitch, but he's also on YouTube. I saw him in the YouTube chat as well. Join.ringsidereport.net or merch.ringsidereport.net is a great way to support the Ringside Report Network. And, of course, other ways to support the Ringside Report Network, like this.
We will return to Ringside Report MMA in just a moment. But first, here is a word from one of our affiliated sponsors.
I need to tell you about our friends over at X Marshall. The roar of the crowd thrums in your ears, and the lights seem impossibly bright. You stand in the octagon, the center of a universe focused on one thing: combat. Unlike a gladiator of old, you're not limited to a single weapon. In the ever-evolving world of MMA, success hinges on mastering a diverse arsenal, striking, takedowns, ground control, and submissions. But where do you begin? Fear not, aspiring fighter. X Marshall is your corner man. Inspired by legends like Khabib Nurmagomedov, our gear is designed to withstand the most intensive training regimens, from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and grappling to MMA. Made with a quality mixture of materials, our products feature reinforced seams with double flat lock stitching and gel panel technologies for maximum comfort. We provide high-quality rash guards and cost-effective gear and services. X Marshall stands out as the flashiest and fastest-growing brand in the jiu-jitsu community. People wanted cool gear, and X Marshall delivered with style and swankiness that made everyone go, wow. With 300 sponsored athletes and tens of thousands of dollars in gear and cash giveaways, X Marshall reinvests a healthy chunk of its profits back into the community that fueled its growth. Check out the Dojo Roadshow, where the X Marshall team travels the U.S. in an RV, visiting gyms, taking on challenges, and hanging out with jiu-jitsu legends. They meet athletes, have challenges, and sponsor them along the way. It's not just gear, it's a movement. Buckle up and roll with X Marshall right now. You get 15% off the entire store at xmarshall.com using the code RINGSIDE at checkout. Stand bold, stand out, X Marshall. Yes, indeed.
Wow. X says it all.
There you go. So, AJ.
That's some nice stuff, man.
Of course.
Yo.
Of course. AJ, Conor McGregor seems like he wants to run for president of Ireland? Prime Minister of Ireland? What do they have over there? I don't even know. I'm not going to begin to understand the politics of Ireland. I will just put it this way. If Conor McGregor was a Canadian and said he was running for Prime Minister of Canada, I would say,
I'd vote for him.
He's got my vote, but I hope no one else votes for him because that's ridiculous. I would definitely vote for him because he's Conor McGregor and it's hilarious. But I would hope that he would not actually become Prime Minister because I think the country might just cease to exist. But at the same time, you know, it would be a fun ride. Fun ride into the flames with Conor McGregor leading your country. I don't know if he's the guy to run Ireland, but I really don't know what the other options are. So, you know, I don't have a vote in Ireland, but if I did, Conor McGregor, you would have my vote. Because there's only one Conor McGregor, right? There's only one.
Exactly, man.
There's so many great options, I'm sure. I'm sure just like we have here, AJ, just like every other great democracy in the world, AJ. We all have great options. So many great options. A plethora, really, of great political options to choose from. It's just hard to choose one. You know, that's really the problem when you go vote. It's just hard to pick one because they're all so great. And I'm sure it's the same in Ireland. And Conor's just adding his name to the list of great people that go into politics. They're the best, aren't they?
Listen. Why don't you pull up his tweet that he like you can see what he says.
Because I don't understand it. Because he's talking about Irish stuff, and I'm like, what? I don't know what you're saying. Have the power
to summon the dial?
Though you don't even know how to pronounce this thing.
I just said it. Who knows more about like the Irish culture than me?
You, brother.
It's a brabrek milek. Oh no, that's Scottish.
I could bring it up.
Put it up, yeah, man.
You can't.
You know our viewers want to see it, man.
You can't pronounce none of this. I'm gonna read it.
I'll do it in my. Okay, you do it in an Irish.
You don't have a good accent. Let me hear your accent.
Come on, do it.
No, you do it.
Let's try. Go.
You said you were gonna do an accent. Let's hear it. I don't think you do accents or impressions.
Okay, I'll read the first. As president.
That's my game.
No, let me just go. As president, I hold the power to summon the dial, as well as dissolve it.
How is this an Irish? So this is your Irish accent?
Yeah.
Keep going. This is great. This is horrible. This is the worst Irish accent I've ever heard.
Okay, go ahead there, Mr. Big Shot. Let's hear if you got it better than me. I think it was great. All of Ireland would agree.
No, keep going. I like it. Keep reading.
Oh, no, go ahead. I want to hear your accent.
I always do the reading on the show, AJ. I think it's your turn.
No, it's not. No, I like to hear you, bud. You could carry on from I would have all the answers.
I'm not doing an accent. Ireland. I don't feel like it. I don't like doing the Irish accent.
Oh, man.
I have trouble doing it. I can kind of get into it for a second, and then I lose it.
I thought
I hold the power to summon the dial as well as to dissolve it. So as I said before, I would have all the answers the people of Ireland seek from these thieves of the working man, these disruptors of the family unit, these destructors of small businesses, and on and on and on. These charlatans in their positions of power would be summoned to answer to the people of Ireland, and I would have done it by day end. What? See, they talk funny. I don't even know. That's better than AJ's. It's not great, but
continue, man.
I'm Conor McGregor.
It was
stop the train until the people of Ireland deserve the answers they seek. Point blank. This would be my power as president. I know very well Ireland needs an active president employed wholly by the people of Ireland. It is me. I am the only logical choice. 2025 is upcoming. Conor McGregor.
Bravo. I would vote for you. Bravo. Conor for president.
I think I could run for president of Ireland. I'm going to do a fake Irish accent and see if anybody picks up on it. How's everybody doing?
David Seaman.
I'm Irish. Look at me. My name's Becky Lynch. Hello.
The luck of the leprechaun.
I'm just doing a Becky Lynch impression.
Johnny actually nailed it. He says you are.
What?
You sound like Becky.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. John knows. John knows what I'm doing. John sees right through my bullshit. I see you, John. John knows me too well. John knows exactly what I'm doing. Oh, it's me. I'm Becky Lynch. I'm Irish. I have red hair. Just to prove
listen.
It. Look at my red hair.
I gotta make a comment about the Daily Mail that made that whole story too on Conor. Let me correct those guys at the Daily Mail. First of all, it's not Forever 12. It's Proper 12. They were calling it Forever 12. It's Proper 12. Not Forever 12. You sack of potatoes.
No, AJ doesn't suck. I think I'm just not bad at accents. I wouldn't say I'm good at that, but I'd say I'm not bad. And AJ's just regular. You know, he's just not.
AJ sucks. From
AJ
Angelo
doesn't
on
have
Twitch.
a talent.
You don't have it doesn't feel the same. We need Angelo on YouTube. The You Suck comes out stronger. On Twitch, it's kind of like what?
Dave and
on
AJ, you aren't Irish like me, so please stop.
Oh.
Was that
right.
Wally?
I think it was an AI version of Wally that we have ready for us for some reason.
That was Wally, man.
That was weird.
We need to get Wally
Sorry,
back
Wally.
to Montreal. Sorry, Wally.
Oh, I'm so
Where's
sorry.
Wally?
Oh, Wally.
Listen, Money to Burn podcast. You got to give him a plug. Guys.
There you go. Shout out Wally. AJ, I don't know if
Tell me.
Conor's going to be president of Ireland. I think,
I think, you know what? Don't kid yourself.
maybe that's his next move.
Ronald Reagan,
Maybe that's
Donald
his next
Trump.
move. Oh,
Conor McGregor.
did you see what Jake
You
Paul
never
said
know. What did Jake say?
about Conor in the UFC?
No, what did he say?
He said that the UFC, because they're negotiating for a new TV deal right now, they're holding off on Conor fighting because they want to use the 2 fights they have with Conor under contract as a bargaining chip to get more money for their negotiation rights, which makes a ton of sense.
That makes a lot of sense, man.
So that's why he hasn't fought, and he won't fight until the UFC announces a new TV deal. Now, if that is the case, if we don't see Conor fighting or announce to fight until they sign a new TV deal, then Jake Paul is totally right. He said it on some podcast.
He's brilliant.
I forget what.
He's
I'm
smart,
not sure.
that Jake Paul.
I just saw a clip on Twitter, and I was like, ooh, Jake Paul, that's a good theory, and you would be on the inside of a lot of these things, so you might actually know, and it might not actually be a theory, but who knows? Who knows?
Listen, man,
but I thought it
that
was an
Jake, he
interesting
has a
little
lot of
theory. I was
insight.
like, ooh, okay, that
Yeah.
makes
But that makes
sense.
a lot
If I
of
were
sense.
the UFC, I
Yeah.
would, have as many
100%.
Conor fights under contract as possible and be like, yo, look, if you sign with us, you get 2 Conor fights, and that's worth at least an extra couple billion,
Well, yeah, exactly. It'll be on the top 10 again, pay-per-views. And, you've got a lot of bargaining chips right there, man. That's like a full house, or like, you've got like 4 aces in that hand. You're going to win. That's a very, I didn't hear that, but that Jake Paul, man, he's on the ball. He knows
AJ,
what
I
he's
know you
talking
like
about, and I
to
think-
predict things, and you know me,
me.
I predict these things, but
Tell me. I told you, I predicted that Conor would go for presidency. No one believed me. I
he's
said
been
that 2
talking
weeks
about
ago.
it for a while. I don't think it's real. I think it's
No.
just
Until
bullshit.
AJ mentioned it, and all of a sudden, boom, there we go.
Let
He's
me ask you
listening to
this.
AJ, I know that.
Where do you think the UFC is going to land TV deal-wise?
Man, you know what I think it's gonna be? I was talking about it with my buddy Steve, actually, and Steve, we were watching a Monday Night Raw, and I had to send you the pictures, Dave, and I didn't get a chance to. But we were talking about that, and we said, he actually said, Steve, and I said, you know what, you've got a point there. I think the next big thing for the UFC and WWE, obviously, really for the UFC now, is going to be stepping into live fights on Netflix. I think that's going to be the future. I think that's going to be the future. And I think that's a strong, strong possibility where they become an actual network. In fact, I think they'll buy over Netflix, and that's what's going to happen. I think there'll be a legitimate network that's going to be too powerful. They'll be the next Rogers. They'll be the next whatever you want to call it. But I think they're too big, and they are an entertainment group. I think that's their next step. I think that's going to blow all the sports networks out of the water.
So WWE already signed a deal with Netflix to bring Raw and all of their programming internationally to Netflix starting in January 2025. So that's starting very soon, which is really exciting for the WWE and pro wrestling fans. And I think that there's a possibility. See, Johnny's saying AJ is right, sort of, and I agree with Johnny. I think Johnny is dead on. Now, I think that the UFC lands on a streaming platform, but I don't know if it'll be Netflix. I think it'll be.
I think it's Netflix.
Like
dude.
I think
Too powerful.
it could be Netflix, but it could also be Amazon Prime. It could also be Apple TV. Like,
no, I don't think the Apple thing. I don't think.
Look, who has money, AJ? You're thinking about this from, Netflix is the biggest player. I know Netflix. I'm familiar with Netflix. And I know Netflix is a big player in the streaming space. And when you think of the kind of A brand of streaming, you think of Netflix, right? When you think of, I'm going to watch a movie on a streaming thing, you think of Netflix. And that's kind of what they've been able to do with good branding and good programming. But at the same time, Apple has their own streaming thing. They put a lot of money into it, and they have a ton of money. Like, it's the iPhone. Everybody has one. Apple is there's a lot of money there, AJ, right? With Apple. You understand? And Amazon, I mean, you understand Amazon and how big that is. And they have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
They have their own streaming service. I think they're players in this whole thing, too. I wouldn't be surprised to see the UFC wind up with Apple, with Amazon, or with Netflix. I think Netflix would make sense given that, the TKO group already has a relationship with the WWE. But I think Amazon, for some reason, feels like the move. I feel like Jeff Bezos and Dana White would be a good pair. I think they would work well together. They got the bald heads. They got they got a lot. I feel like that would be a good fit. I feel like Amazon, they're making a lot of moves towards sports. I could see the UFC going there. But I would be surprised. I'd be surprised. The only thing that would surprise me out of the UFC's TV deal is to see them re-sign with ESPN and stay on a kind of more traditional TV route. I know that they have like the ESPN Plus and they have their own streaming thing and all of that, but it's not Netflix. It's so I think that they're going to go towards kind of the top tier streaming places. And Netflix has already shown like they've got interest in doing that kind of stuff. They've got Monday Night Raw every week now. Starting in January, Raw is going to be on Netflix every week. However that'll be. So that's, the game is changing. But a lot
Big
of people
time.
in the chat agreeing with me, thinking it's going to be on Amazon. Antoinette thinks Amazon. DJ Bourne thinks Amazon. I don't know why, but everybody's getting the kind of vibe that that's where the UFC is headed.
I think it's going to be on Netflix. I think the production's already made with the pro wrestling side. I think it's going to be an easier transition, and there's a bigger audience, I think, through Netflix internationally. So,
Your internet is dying again, AJ. Maybe go away and come back. Like, I can't hear you or see you. You're frozen in time. Check your stuff, AJ. I think AJ did something wrong. What happened, AJ?
Netflix.
AJ's blaming Netflix for his internet completely dying out. I don't know.
Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can still kind of hear me, but he's really glitchy. I mean, you guys can all see that, right? What's going on with AJ? Wish he had better internet. AJ, get a more secure connection.
It was good.
Yeah, AJ's... Your connection's no good, AJ. I'll do the rest of the show without AJ if we must. Oh, well. AJ, we're losing you, man. Nah, not really.
Again?
Maybe a little bit. Hold on. Come back. No, you're not back. Oh, boy. I wanted to get AJ's parlay because we are about to preview Burns versus Brady. Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady. And I think I have AJ. AJ, Burns versus
brother?
Brady. Give me a parlay for this thing. Let's get right into it. Why are we fucking around? Let's get to a parlay. Give me your picks while your internet is solid. It looks really good now. I don't know what you did, but it looks great. So give me your picks while we have you.
Look,
because I want to
right off the. Can you hear me? So
yeah.
The most important thing here is that you got two grapplers going at it. Gilbert Burns and Sean Brady. Like, obviously Burns came in like, kind of last minute if I'm not mistaken. But the thing is that the thing with Brady is that when it comes to the grappling side, he doesn't do too well. He wasn't great against Chiesa. He wasn't great against Mohammed. And as the fight goes on, he has issues. The thing with Gilbert Burns is you've got a world-class grappling champion, an ADCC champion IBJJF like world champion. You've got a guy who's been on the scene, and the thing is that he has a powerful striking game as well. So Sean doesn't do great against good grapplers, even though he's a fantastic grappler, and he did well when he fought. Who did he fight the last time? Oh, Jack Della Maddalena, and he did pretty good. But when you're coming up against Gilbert Burns as a top elite grappler who has a great striking game, I think the win's going to go to Burns. Probably a TKO. I think that's how it's going to go down.
Interesting pick. I'm going to go
Even
the other
though
way.
he's like 38 years old, right?
Yeah, well, that's, part of it, AJ. Gilbert Burns, 38 years old. Sean Brady, 31 years old. Brady coming off a win over Jack Della Maddalena. Gilbert Burns coming off a knockout loss. Gilbert Burns coming off a loss to Jack Della Maddalena, and Sean Brady coming off a win over Kelvin Gastelum. I think you said that Brady beat Della Maddalena his last fight, AJ. I don't know what you were saying exactly about Della Maddalena, but Gilbert Burns is coming off a knockout loss to Della Maddalena. Gilbert Burns is actually coming off a couple losses.
Exactly.
A couple losses in a row, and I feel like he's lost a bit of a step, which is understandable at the age of 38. I think Sean Brady is, a career going upwards, and Gilbert Burns is a career going downwards, and that's how it appears to me. Sean Brady minus 180, the favorite. Gilbert Burns plus 155, the dog. I'm going to agree with the odds makers here. I like Sean Brady in the main event. I think it'll be either a TKO or maybe even a submission. Like, I think he might be able to get a submission on Gilbert Burns just by wearing him out. Burns has never been submitted. I think Sean Brady might be the first. I'm going to go with Sean Brady for the win by TKO probably. I don't think it'll be a submission. I think it'll be TKO. Man. But honestly, it could happen. It could happen.
Could happen. It won't. But it's a good try.
Okay. So you're going with the underdog, Gilbert Burns. Give me some of your other picks for this fight card. You have a parlay?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Natalia Silva on the next fight over Jéssica Andrade. Look, this one here is like, she has great skills, man. She's a top contender in the division. She's getting better, still improving, man. And Andrade has seen, she's been around a long time and her better days are gone. I think Silva is moving up, and for a reason. And, people are looking at her as a top prospect for a reason. So I'm going with that with Natalia Silva. Then I'm going to go with the Kyle Nelson, Steve Garcia fight. Is that still on?
Yep.
Yeah, so I had down, I had this one. Yeah, this is a close fight, man. Man, if I have to give the edge, I'm going to have to give it.
Hey, Dave, here's my parlay.
I'm going to give it to Steve Garcia.
I pick every underdog to win.
Damn right I do. Well, I'm going with an underdog on the last fight, but yeah, I'm going to go with Steve Garcia on this fight over Kyle Nelson.
Oh, is this fight still on? I don't have betting odds on this one.
Just to make sure, let me see, man, because that's what I had on my... Yeah, it's still on. From what I see, it's still on.
I don't know. For some reason, my Bet99 doesn't have this fight. So maybe something got scratched last minute here.
Okay, let's see. It could be. There's a lot of scratches at the last minute on this card. And let's see. Yeah, it looks like the Schnell fight is canceled. There's a Trevor Peek and Yanel Ashmouz. That's fighting.
I don't see that Kyle Nelson fight.
Yeah,
so skip it from your parlay. Oh, wait, here it is. Here it is. I have it here. Who are you picking? Garcia? Minus 180, the favorite. Okay. I have it. It's still on.
Oof. And then I'm going to go with the last pick. I'm going to go with Trevor Peek over Yanel Ashmouz. Even though Yanel, if I'm not mistaken, he's 7-1. Let's double check. Yeah, 7-1. Trevor Peek 9-2. I'm going to go with Peek by a TKO on this fight.
Okay, it's quite a parlay from Team AJ. It is a, 4-fight parlay?
Yeah, I'm going to leave it as that.
Oof. AJ going hard on this random fight night on a Saturday night. Trevor Peek minus 125 over Yanel Ashmouz. Steve Garcia, Fred's brother, minus 180, the favorite over Kyle Nelson. Gilbert Burns plus 155 in the main event over Sean Brady. And Natalia Silva minus 310 over Jéssica Andrade. 20 gets you
Not bad.
188.86 over at bet99.ringsidereport.net. So that is the Team
Nice
AJ
payout.
parlay. Big payout on that. Silva, Burns, Garcia, and Peak.
I could see this coming
Peekaboo.
out, man.
Okay, I guess I'll give you a parlay. I'm going to keep it a little bit more simple than what AJ was doing. AJ likes to go
Fights, man.
wild.
That's pretty simple.
AJ goes wild. I like to win some money. So I'm going to go with the main event of Sean Brady. Tom Brady. And
go.
I'm going to go as well. Jeez, these are tough.
Tom Brady. Didn't his wife go with the jiu-jitsu guy?
That's right. This guy with Sean Brady, I think. Who, let me see. This is tough to even pick a second fight on this one. But
I think the Trevor Peak one would be a good one, Steve. Dave.
Don't call me Steve.
Yeah, I was just about to say something else. And yeah, I think the Trevor Peak one.
No, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to give you a first fight, last fight parlay. First fight, last fight. I'm going with Andre Petrosky. Opening fight of the night. First prelim. Andre Petrosky over Dylan Budka. Petrosky minus 270 to win. Sean Brady minus 180 in the main event to win. 2 fights. 20 gets you 42.63 at bet99.com. Double your money with a couple easy wins, easy money.
You took Petrosky on that fight, you said?
Yes, boy.
Wow.
Yes, boy.
Damn.
We go
Wow.
on and on, on and on.
I thought you were going to go with the Steve Garcia fight. I thought you
Nope.
were going to pick him.
I'm going with Andre Petrosky and Sean Brady. That's the Team Dave parlay. It's not as crazy as AJ's. The payout's not as good, but guess what? Those are usually the better bets where you actually win some money.
I don't see that happening against Gilbert Burns, man.
Yes, boy.
Mind you, he's 16-1, Sean Brady. He's there. He has everything, but
Yeah, he gonna win.
22-7, Gilbert Burns, man.
We gon' make it. We gon' make
Angelo,
it.
I could do a 2-fight parlay, but I gotta bring up a little excitement on this show. And I think this 4-fight parlay of mine is gonna come out. I'm not
Angelo
going too
would
crazy,
prefer
man.
you give a parlay that makes sense, like what
That
me
is
and Fred
makes
give.
sense. That's gonna be a payout. $20 gets you 188 at Bet99. That's
AJ,
coming out. I don't see.
You know
Brady
where I
beating
was
Gilbert
last night?
Burns.
You know where I was
Where were
last
you?
night with Fred? Fred and I
Amazon.
were out last night.
Amazon?
You weren't out with us last night. We went out at nighttime. Me and Fred were out
What?
at nighttime, and you weren't there.
Where were you? Where the hell did you
Jiu-jitsu.
go, man? Oh, nice. I should have guessed.
Yeah, you should have come.
You had a night class? Nice.
Yeah.
I can't,
Of
dude. I'm occupied this week, man.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, it was a good time. Freddie came down for a night class. We had fun. Good jiu-jitsu. Ringside Report
Big
MMA
class?
on the scene. I should have taken a picture for the Instagram, but I don't always do
You
that.
have to. I don't know why you're
I
wasting.
know, I'm not good at that. I just work out to work out, not to take pictures of myself on Instagram and show off that I'm working out. You know what I mean? I work out like, and then never take pictures, because why? Once in a while I will, like if Fred's there and it's like, oh, hey, we should, and it comes to me, I'm like, AJ's in my head, say it. Dave, take a picture. Put it
Listen,
on
man.
Insta-
I
put
took
it on
a
the
couple
feeds,
of good
Dave.
shots. I took a couple of good shots yesterday. A shout out to Luigi, man. Who takes care of him as a hobby. He's out in Vegas right now, like doing some weight cuts for some fighters. I have a picture with him. I just didn't post it yet on Ringside, but it will be there
Luigi.
tomorrow. Luigi,
You know what he's got to
Luigi
watch
knows
out
his
for,
stuff.
right? You know what he's got to watch out
Mario.
for? Waluigi! Waluigi! Oh, I love Waluigi so much.
Hey, did you dress up like him for Halloween one year?
I was Bowser last year.
Well, we got to do something this year, man. Like, we can't disappoint the Ringside universe.
Dave, not
We
a
gotta do
phone
something.
rat. What does that mean?
Hmm.
What is Johnny saying when he
What?
says Dave, not a phone rat?
What the heck is that?
I
He's
will
calling you a
take-
rat? Johnny, what the heck's going on? Hey, well,
That's what
first
I'm
of all,
saying.
why is Johnny in Toronto wrestling?
Antoinette going with my parlay. There you go. Thank you, Antoinette. I don't know what Dave, not a phone rat means.
Go with mine, Antoinette. Mine's
what's
winning.
the context? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, like, because in the gym. Oh, I get it. I know what you mean. Gym rat, not phone rat. I understand.
Oh, phone rat. Way to go, Johnny.
Yeah.
Bringing out, like, new lingo.
I don't like to do, like, exercising in the gym, though. I don't like to do, like, weightlifting and stuff like that. I like to do real sports. I'm not trying to be the best at exercising. Like the great Kenny Powers once said. You ever seen that, AJ?
Austin Powers, yeah. I saw him.
Kenny Powers.
Great guy.
Kenny Powers, different guy. Antoinette gifted another membership. Thank you, Antoinette. Welcome, Jonathan Page. Sounds like a wrestler. Jonathan Page. It's a good name. And with that, we thank you, and we will see you all again tomorrow night, right after SmackDown. Well, I will be here tomorrow night after SmackDown. I have no idea who's going to be with me. I don't think Johnny will be here with me. I don't know who will be here with me. Johnny is out wrestling this weekend, so he's leaving me solo for the All Out weekend. We've got All Out from AEW, another AEW pay-per-view this weekend. We're going to preview it tomorrow night after SmackDown, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and then right after All Out on Saturday, I will be on to recap all the action from AEW's All Out. I will tell you about Bryan Danielson beating the hell out of Jack Perry. I will tell you about Hangman and Swerve in a steel cage, and I will tell you about much, much more going on in the world of All Elite Wrestling, brother. Hangman burnt Swerve's house to the ground last night, baby. Burnt it to the ground, Hangman Page. You bastard.
Talk about Johnny. Screw them. Johnny North, man, wrestling in Toronto.
Hangman. What a great guy, Hangman Page.
Johnny North, man, wrestling in Toronto. He's going to the 6, the home of the Drake, the place of Antoinette.
I thought he's in Sudbury.
That's more important. Toronto, dude.
Toronto. He's in Sudbury.
Johnny,
confirm you're in Sudbury and not Toronto.
Johnny's going big, man. We got to talk about
He's wrestling this weekend in Sudbury, Ontario.
Toronto,
I don't think he's in
October
Toronto,
5th.
Ontario.
Yeah, October 5th, man.
October 5th, maybe Toronto, October 5th. Oh, okay.
Hey, listen, if I'm free, I'm going with Johnny. I'm going to be in his corner. I'm telling you. Antoinette, get ready, man.
Abandoning me on my birthday weekend. Thanks a lot, Johnny.
Man. Listen, why don't we all go down to Toronto for your birthday weekend? It'd be awesome.
Because Toronto's the last place I want to be for my birthday.
Why, man?
I mean, no disrespect, but I just don't really see a point in going to Toronto. Why? What do they have
Johnny,
there?
We could see Antoinette. We could see Drake. We could see all kinds of people.
I'm not going to see Drake. I'm not going to Toronto. I don't really there's nothing there that I really need to see. I don't dislike Toronto.
Turned against Drake.
I don't dislike the city. I think it's a fine city. It's fine, but
Great,
I got no reason to go. There's nothing there that they're doing. There's no wrestling show there that I want to go to. If WWE was there, I'd go to Toronto, but they're not, so I won't. WWE's in Atlanta. Let's go to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, we might have a watch-along. It's true.
Ah, jeez.
We'll scratch that out. That ends
Dave's always working, eh? Dave's always working. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. I'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully my brother will be here with me because that'll be fun. We could have a little
Uncle
party
Ben
and,
in the house.
We'll see. I don't know what we're doing. We'll see what the plan is for the weekend.
Is it long hair Ben or short hair Ben?
Antoinette says I'm canceled. I don't want to. I mean, I'm not saying Toronto sucks. I'm just saying I don't have a reason to go. I don't want to see.
Man, I give you good reasons.
I don't want to see the Raptors. You know
Drake,
what I mean? I don't know.
Get some
what's there?
Like street meat. What more do you want, Ben?
I'm not going all the way to Toronto to eat a hot dog. We got goddamn hot dogs here, and they're pretty good.
It's not the same, dude. It's not. Well, yeah, like the
I
ones
think
at the
they're better,
Forum
actually.
were really good. But the
I go over to the Carry hot dog. Tremendous, bro.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Yes.
Come on,
I'll
man.
give you that.
Let's go. Thanks, Antoinette. We love you. You're the best. Toronto is great. I think Toronto is fantastic. I hope you go see Johnny wrestle in Toronto. I'm not I'm not a Montreal person that hates Toronto. don't see the point. Like, I don't need to go. You know what I mean? I'd rather go to New York because, you know, the Yankees live there.
Home of Al Pacino.
Toronto has the Blue Jays. You know, I don't really like them.
Harvey Keitel, my buddy.
And I don't think the
Little
Blue Jays
Harvey.
are going to be playing in October. You know what I'm saying? At least if I go to New York, I got a chance of seeing some baseball in October. No disrespect.
Yeesh.
I mean no disrespect. All right, thank you, Angelo, dropping a super chat. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. We love you. We'll see you again tomorrow night here on the Ringside Report Network. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time.